5 parking tickets and 2 red light violations.
My son. I'm here for my son, Darius.
Where is your son?
My son is home with my daughter. My daughter's 12. She has special needs. She's in a wheelchair. So I told my son, he got the paper in the mail stating that he was gonna get a boot on his car. So I said, Darius, I'm gonna go down there and try to talk to somebody because right now I don't have no job. I'm out on job search. My son is waiting for SSI. I don't have no money, Giovanna, at all. And I'm trying to take care of my daughter.
How old is your son?
My son is 24 now. So I can't. I told my son, I can't do nothing. You know, I'm trying to take care of my kids. I had 2 other ones, and I can't, Your Honor. This is too much. $215. Then I'm parking in front of my house. We live on Inwood Avenue. The landlord is a lawyer. I'm on Section 8. Section 8 pays my whole rent. When I went to Section 8 with him to do the lease, my worker asked him, could she park anywhere he suggests in the back? Come to find out, the house next door from mine belongs to the lieutenant from Providence Police, which he just sold the building to the landlord. That's becoming a problem.
Now, let me ask you a question. Okay. Who drives the car, you or your son?
My son.
Your son drives the car.
Because he's the only one that has license.
He's 24 years old.
Yes.
He doesn't work.
No. He's trying to get a job. It's hard for my son.
What kind of work?
Because he has felonies.
He has a felony.
Mm-hmm.
So your son has a felony, right? He drives the car.
Yep.
And you come down here and plead on his behalf. Right? I think it would have been better if you stayed home with your other child and sent your son down here so that he could face the music.
Well, when I leave here, I have an IEP to go to for my son. Yeah. So, you know, I got a lot on my plate right now, Your Honor.
I know you do, and you got a lot of excuses for your son.
No, not really. I know he's my son. I know what you're saying, Your Honor. But is this the money issue?
I think he has to fess up. That's what I think.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. You know, we're piling up with tickets. And not only that, I'm in front of my house.
So I'm going to make you the judge. If I just gave you that story, right, what would you do?
I don't know what you can do for us. Because he transports me every day.
I don't condone people getting parking tickets, but I understand. I get parking tickets. I pay them.
Especially in front of your house, though, Your Honor?
Yeah, I understand that, you know. But your son goes flying through red lights as well.
That one, I don't know where he was going.
I don't have his driving record here, but I would guess that if I looked at it, that he may have some violations there as well. I'm not interested in that right now. But I do know that 2 camera red lights, he just went barreling right through. So that's a state of mind. And I think you better stop coddling him, because I think you do coddle him. Because you're not helping him by doing that.
That's true, you're right.
How much can you pay a week?
I don't even have a job.
Let me tell you something. The city's been here since 1636.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it'll be here another 1636 years. So it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to put you on a prolonged payment plan, right? My choice is not just to say, okay, I understand your story, poor you, poor son. Poor you, I feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for your son, right? I think he's a little irresponsible based on what I'm seeing. Now, he may be the nicest kid in the world, but as far as traffic is concerned, he's a little irresponsible. And I don't like the fact that he didn't say to you today, he didn't say, Ma, listen, this is my deal, I'm going down. No, he pushed you out the door and you come to face the music. How much can you pay a week?
I don't really want to say, because I feel embarrassed.
Well, you've said a whole bunch of other stuff today. You might as well tell me how much you can pay.
$10, probably.
Okay. $10 a week.
Or $5, please. Could I do $5, please?
It's $200. You're going to pay $5 a week. Okay. If you don't pay it, just so you understand, okay? These tickets were $475. If you don't pay the $5 a week, a boot's going to go on the car.
Okay.
And then to get the boot released, it will cost you $100 just to get the boot released, and the fine's gonna go to $475. Okay? So what I'm telling you is pay the $5 a week. I've cut the fine more than half for you, because I understand your situation, okay? $5 a week, don't miss any payments.
So do I come here?
You see Lisa, she'll explain to you how you do it, okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
In my judgment, the most revered title in the world is mother. As a parent, it's hard to fight the instinct of wanting to fix your children's problems, even when they're adults. Trust me, I know. But by doing this, like this overcaring mother was trying to do, we are removing consequences and hurting the chances for your child to grow. It's terribly difficult to say no to the people we love the most, but sometimes that's the best thing we can do. Remember, our job as parents is to empower, not enable.
Your Honor, this gentleman came in, I learned from Inspector Carrigan that he's just requesting more time to pay, but I believe he wants a monthly installment, so that's why we had asked him to address the court.
Financially, I'm having a problem. I'm behind in rent, and I only get so much a month. And by the time if I pay it all in full, I'm
You're wiped out.
wiped out, yeah.
So it's pay the fine and not eat,
Yeah,
right? Or get more time and then you can eat.
yeah.
I don't know, I think you need some food. Now, originally, you pleaded guilty, and there was a $100 fine, but I wasn't on the bench that day. And then you couldn't pay because you were given 30 days to pay the fine.
Yeah.
So you came back on September 15th, and you said, I need more time to pay, right? And I said, I'm reading the report, and I said, okay, I'll give you another 60 days. But I didn't read the report. It was because you're charged with having an open alcoholic container. Right.
Me too.
It's a $100 fine for having an open alcoholic container.
Yeah.
Maybe I should give him a break. But now I need added security. Inspector Quinn, are you ready? Because now you're the chief inspector. And your sole job is to protect me. Are you ready?
I'll do my darndest.
Well, I don't know if you need backup, but here's what the report says. That Mr. Cochran was in Burnside Park, and he appeared to be terribly intoxicated, and there was 30 children with their families because there was a children's storytime event being hosted. So not only was he drunk, then when the police went up to him and told him, that they were going to arrest him because he was drunk, he started swearing at the police. However, after he got through swearing at the police, this is the operative sentence in the report. Cochran continued yelling obscenities toward police and bystanders and stated he was going to choke Caprio when he sees him. Now, Mr. Cochran, just so you understand, right, I am fully armed here.
You believe that?
You see this? All right? I have this. I have Inspector Quinn. All right? I also have Inspector Carrigan. Officer Soares, right? And I think there's a couple of people out here who may be sympathetic toward me. I'm not sure. Half may be sympathetic to you, so I'm not sure we may have to call back up here.
Mr. Caprio,
But I have a very small.
that.
I have a very small neck, so I'm gonna be coached like this.
I don't have that big a hand.
So are you
either.
still of that? Are you still of that mindset that you wanna choke me?
Well, I'd rather pay the fine in installment plans.
You wanna pay the fine on installments?
Yes.
All right. I have a saying around here that people have alcoholic muscles. Once they are under the influence of alcohol, they say and do things, the ordinary way they wouldn't do. Now, you look like a fine gentleman, so they look at you. If they put you in a Brooks Brothers suit, you could probably pass for an aristocrat. What do you think?
Well, Bob Healy's cousin.
I'm going to reduce the fine to $25.
Yeah,
right.
Thank you, Governor.
I'm going to rise above this. Okay, I'm not going to take personal umbrage at those comments, even though I think at the time you meant it, but I don't think after you sobered up you really meant it.
I don't think at my age I would actually, you have to do with me standing next to an open container. I didn't know I was going to come in front of you. So why would that police officer say that? Maybe you know.
No, he didn't say it. You said it. He wrote it down.
Oh, he wrote it, yeah. Hearsay is what? Not 5/10 of the law.
I just tried to help you.
Okay.
So I took some sympathy on you.
I apologize.
All right. And you've been through the system before. I mean, this isn't something where it's an isolated incident in your life. Now, I don't want to embarrass you, but you've been arrested 30 times.
I'm 59 years old.
30 times. Now, if you keep talking, it's not going to go to 25. It's going to go to 225. So I suggest everything you're doing now is I'm trying to help you in spite of yourself. All right, so just be quiet. Right? And remember, if you come back, I'm not going to be so generous. All right, you can pay $5 a week.
All rise and hit subscribe so you don't miss the latest viral moments like this one. Share these videos and weigh in on the cases. You be the judge. Subscribe now.